Wow. I'm excited. Thank you all. Thank you. I appreciate every single one of you. You're now part of my social conditioning experiment. So thanks for showing up. Human science. Science for humans. If I've learned anything, it's that you're going to need volunteers for that. So before we get started, I just want to say in about 2 minutes, I think I've timed this right. Everybody's going to get an alert on their phone, a missing persons alert. And it's merely a coincidence that I knew about it in advance. So just keep that in mind. You will all be able to testify. I'm here now with you all. Here. Right? Okay. If you're uncomfortable, that's okay. That's a perfectly human and normal reaction. I'm interested to see how everybody's feelings change when my picture pops up. You found me. You're all the real heroes here. I just want to let you know. So before we get started, please get some drinks, order some food. I went to a lot of trouble earlier to pack high-powered psychedelics into everything. So you're welcome. It's kind of a hedging my bet in case I'm not funny. You'll at least have a very unique experience for the evening. One to share with your kids. So before I get started, one last thing. I had to come across a weird recipe for some bread. Pickle bread. I don't know if you ever heard of that. You just need, it's really simple, dill and dough. So, I've heard it's really good. It's really good. So I've, one last thing before I get started. Last thing, I promise. I read that if you share an embarrassing experience, it helps people relate to you. So, I thought I would share possibly the most embarrassing moment of my life with you all now. I'm 16 years old, got a job at a heating and air company, and if we do a job in town, I can take my lunchtime, go back to my house. Well, that was the deal this day, okay, 16 years old. Remember cooking a frozen pizza and eating it? And still had 30 minutes, so again, I'm 16. I'm not proud of this, okay? I'm not saying I'm proud of this at all, but this is what happened. This was back in the time when not everybody had a laptop. We had one computer in the house. It was the family computer, his desktop, and it happened to be in the living room. The living room happened to have the front door to the house on that. So, 16-year-old boy with 30 minutes to kill before lunch. I'm sitting in the rolly chair. It's a hardwood floor. That comes into play later. And, okay, I'm sure you know what's happening at this point. Now, my grandma had an interesting entry into a home, into our home specifically. She would knock 3 times and then just come right in. Okay, it was very fast. It was very consistent, though. So, I'm glad I didn't totally disrobe. But pants definitely down. Everything's down. And I hear them. And I know, like, it's a time slowed down to a halt. And I had to process, and I had to do a lot of things really fast and all at once. So as the first and only successful thing that I accomplished while I reached down with one hand was to turn the computer monitor screen off with that finger. Now, on my way back up with the pants, I grabbed the chair, and it's a rolly chair. It flips out from underneath me. And so now I land face first in the carpet, and my pants are probably right there. Okay? And my grandma, she's a very conservative lady. Okay? And I couldn't even look up. I was just head buried in the carpet. I didn't know what was gonna happen. And all I heard was and she closed the door and left. Oh my gosh. My mom never said anything about it. So I don't know if she told her, but if she watches this video, I'm not sure how she's going to feel about it now. And, okay, right, then last thing, and then we'll get going. Actually, we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, that's time. Woo!